What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anime Association, and I am your host for this beautiful evening, Kyle Tim, times 10. And once again, I am back with my wonderful friends. You know, we got Shin, we got Attic, we got G. But before we get into anything else, why don't you go on ahead, go down below, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and hit that like button. But let's just go ahead and jump into it. So I asked y'all last week to come up with a team of 6 Pokemon for each member of the association. And I'm pretty sure that y'all could do it. Addict. I'm pretty sure that y'all could do it.
I think I misread what you said. I didn't know it was for each member.
Oh, you just did it for one member?
No, like I just picked a team of 6. I thought that's what we were doing.
Well, then you know what? We'll have you go last, and you created the association team. How about that? You have created the association team. But let's go on ahead and start with the man next to me, Jen.
Oh yeah. Let me
Now he's acting like he isn't ready. He had everything up.
Hey. So I'm gonna start with the person who ain't here first. I'm gonna tell y'all this straight up. It was hard as hell finding pictures of y'all, specifically Silver. I had to watch his videos to take a picture of him.
You had to screen grab it.
Yeah, I had to screen grab it. It was hard because Silver's the only one I don't know his name for. I don't know his actual name for, but I got a picture of him, so there's that.
That picture's a violation.
So I know the thing is we were supposed to originally pick from the original 151. That's what we were originally supposed to pick. But I was like, nah, dog, I ain't doing that. That's boring. I'm gonna do all 800. So for Silver, for me, Silver was hard in general for me. But I saw him. He's very intelligent, and he also has like this rage about him. That's why I picked Psychic, because that's like the smart, and then Dragon. And I made him an Elite Four member. He's an Elite Four. His ace Pokemon would be Alakazam. So one thing I did with just about everybody was to try to give them a starter, which I didn't really do it here, but I tried to give them in a legendary Pokemon. Silver, though, I gave him 2 legendary Pokemon. His ace Pokemon is either Alakazam or Slowking. But we have Slowking, Lugia, Miraidon, Dragapult, Alakazam, and Dragonite. That is Elite Four member Psychic and Dragon Silver. So next up,
hold on, I just got a question for you, right? Because you were saying like he's smart, he's got this rage to him, and
yeah.
But why you have Slowking?
Slowking is one of the smartest Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah, he's very intelligent.
I didn't even know that.
And he's royal. He's the royal Pokemon. That's why I put those things there too, to make sure y'all know what type of Pokemon he is. He's the royal Pokemon. My man Silver, his name is Senpai Silver. Like he's like royalty, man.
He's just not your senpai.
No, he is not. He is not. Any other questions or on this? No. All right. We're going on to the next one, which will be Forbes. So Forbes is a gym leader, but I also made him a boss, and he would be the boss of whatever crime organization game that we're in. So he might be the Rockets crime organization. He might be the Rockets boss. He might be Team Magma's boss, but he is a boss of a crime organization, because Forbes is the most trolly person I know. That's why I gave him Dark, because he likes to just debate and just talk shit to people all the time. And then I gave him Ice as well, because like I always say, Forbes has the coldest flow. So that's the reason why I gave him Dark and Cold. Dark and Ice. And his ace would be Zoroark. That's That's probably his spirit Pokemon. Zoroark is probably his spirit Pokemon. Either that or Scrappy, because like I gave him Scrappy because he is a hoodlum and Forms is a hoodlum. So I gave him Zoroark, King Gambit, Scrappy, Chi Pao, that's his legendary, Cloyster, and Crumbomable. Because Crumbomable, he throws hands, and I'm pretty sure if y'all ever seen Forbes, he looked like he throw hands on the daily. So
that's
like,
all he talks about. That is all he talks about. If you call him up and be like, "Hey, yo, what you want to meet up and throw some hands?" Like, bro, what the?
So those are, I give, like I said, Dark Ice. It fits perfect for him, and again, he's the boss of a crime organization. The front is the gym leader, kind of like how Giovanni was the Viridian gym leader. That's the front. He's leading some crime.
He getting some black market money on the side.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next up, now we can do people here. So I'm probably gonna do Tim first. And here's Tim.
Oh, cool. He's actually a Blaziken. All right, cool.
Tim is an Elite Four member. Because Tim is built like a goddamn Baki character, I went with Steel because that meant he's swole, man. He's swole, he's big. And then about Tim's crash out moments. That's why I gave him fire. So he is the Elite Four member. His specialty is fire Pokemon and steel Pokemon. His ace, Blaziken. And he has Heatran, that's his legendary, Magmar, Armarouge, because he is the Fire War Pokemon. Then Aggron, he is the Iron Armor Pokemon. And then Melmetal. Melmetal is like this man's Tim's spirit Pokemon. Like I was like, yo, when I saw Melmetal, I was like, yeah, when he gave us this assignment, I was like, he's getting a Melmetal. Instantly, he's getting Melmetal. That's just Tim right there.
That's what made him say fuck the rules and I'm doing more than 151.
And this is Tim's team.
Okay.
Your team?
I do. I understand the theme of it, especially the crash out. Like Lindsay said, crash out Tim. I could see that being my name in the gym as the Elite Four. Crash out Tim.
Yeah, crash out Tim.
All right. My boy G. He is a gym leader. I made his types rock and ground. Now, the reason behind it's rock and ground, it was mainly off of my boy G's anime watching habits. He likes a lot of old school anime, retro anime. That's the reason why he has a lot of fossil Pokemon. So I gave him a bunch of fossil Pokemon. That's the reason why I gave him rock. And then I would give him ground too. I gave him ground. His ace though would be Nidoking. The only reason I picked Nidoking too because he was purple and his name is Ginyu Talk.
Okay,
that was the closest to Ginyu I can find, so I got that. I gave him that. Torterra was his starter, so we got Torterra, Nidoking, Groudon as his legendary, and then his 3 fossil Pokemon: Kabutops, Aerodactyl, and Armadillo.
Okay,
this was his team. This is his team, man. Like, I mean, just look at that picture, man. Look at that beautiful man right there. Right?
He looks like a real good kid right there. I tell you that much.
He is a really good kid.
That is a solid team, and it does the way you line it up and explain why. Yeah, that matches G to a T.
You like your team, G?
I love it. I did not expect to have a Groudon in there,
Yeah, man, you got a Groudon, man. You like the first gym leader, like one of those gym leaders that, you got to get past me to get your first badge, man. And you got a Groudon, man.
He ain't getting past me, bro.
You got 2 continent Pokemon on your team, man. 2.
You ain't getting past me.
Last but not least. So before we get on Addict was very easy to do. And I made his team the most shonen protagonist team you could ever have. Mainly because of what he loves and what he likes about anime and stuff like that. And even his favorite anime, Dragon Ball. It's the most shonen protagonist team. And I always see Addict as the protagonist of the Anime Association. So this is the reason why he has this team. So we have Addict. He is an ace trainer, which is an ace trainer in here. Addict, this is the most shonen team I could think of. Infernape is his ace because he loves Dragon Ball, and that man is a monkey. So we have Infernape.
He gave him Wukong.
I gave him Electrobuzz. I gave him Fairlinks because he's a small fighting type Pokemon, and I know he'd have a small guy because like they're unassuming, but they some G's. Fairlinks, that's a rough Pokemon right there. Then I gave him Mewtwo because that's a shonen protagonist, legendary.
Yeah.
Scizor and Garchomp.
Yo, nah, that is a straight stack team of like my friends protected me along the way.
Right? This team is the epitome of friendship and everything like that, man. This is a shonen protagonist. This is a team for an ace trainer, like my man Attic is.
And I could see the way he got Mewtwo was by like winning him over by doing something, like not even catching him, but like Mewtwo was just like, I like you, and then joined him.
Yeah, and just joined the team. Yeah, man.
He's literally the only one I know out of all of them.
Power of friendship.
I mean, I gave you 2 Gen 1. There's Electrobuzz and Mewtwo. The rest of them are Gen 1. I mean, Scizor's Gen 2. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. How you like your team, Matt?
For what I know, yeah. I mean, you must have dug on my like Facebook or some shit for that picture.
All I did was put your name in. That's what popped up on the Googles. So I picked it.
I was like, well,
I got
a professional ass photo right there. That is model Addict right there.
That was the phase I was trying to get into modeling. So
he looks like a good kid. He actually looks
and then he put the head on backwards and became fuckboy Addict. That's
you know about fuckboy Addict, man. He became DEA agent.
And that's my team. I know I probably went above and beyond on our homework and everything like that, but
nah, I
did this before, and I was like, "Hey, man, I gotta do this for all of them." Yeah, I got this.
I don't even want to go now.
I mean,
I appreciate that. It lets me know, like I was telling you before we went live. It shows me, hey, next time I'm gonna come with a PowerPoint presentation. You better be ready.
Listen, he set the he's literally
he set the
benchmark. Yeah, I'm coming with a PowerPoint now because to be fair, that was more visually engaging, and I quite enjoyed it a lot.
I really just want to know, how long did it take you to think of all of these, or did you already? Like, did you have to look up anybody, or you're like, oh, nah, this, that, third? Because I know you really know your Pokemon stuff. So it's like, did it take you a long time to think of it?
Overall, it probably took me about an hour or 2 to do the graphics and stuff like that. But thinking of the teams, like I said, like I knew which Pokemon everybody was gonna have. G's might have been G and Silva might have took the longest because it was a little bit unsure, but I already knew I wanted fossils for G, and I was gonna do a team full of fossils, but I was like, some of these fossil Pokemon look ridiculous. I can't do my boy G like that. So I'm gonna just give him half of that.
I better check my list for shit now.
I was like, I'd be like, nah, and then ground. I knew the typing. I also knew the typings I was gonna give you each too. Okay. At least that's how I visualize. Because like I said, I'm like, man, Attic is always the shonen protagonist of us and everything like that. And then the rest of us is like the old credity men yelling at the cloud and everything like that. So
Get
like,
off my yard!
so like, I knew the typings, the Pokemon for most of y'all. But like I said, G and Silver probably was the hardest. Because like Silver was hard to pin down. One, to get a picture of, and then two, because like I was gonna use his that little avatar he sent, and I was gonna use your avatar too. But then I was like, well, it wouldn't be fair if I use pictures for Addict, G, and Forbes, and y'all have
Avatars.
regular avatars. And I was like, I gotta get pictures of y'all.
Nah,
and
that
was,
makes sense.
That was that picture that I used for you. That was the first picture that popped up, and now I'm like, yep, gonna use it.
It matches too. It matches completely. It straight matches. I will say before we go to G, I am 100% jealous that Silver got an Alakazam. I'm not even going.
Really?
Yeah, Alakazam's the my favorite. You can see I got a pop of him right there. So let's go to G though. What do you have for everybody, G?
Oh boy, this is where I lose some friends here. So let me not. I hope not. Okay, I'll do it in order of who I wrote it out for. Okay, cool. So Silver. So I said everybody's got a starter between Gen 1 and 2, one each, but it's just between those two gens. And then the rest, it's a mixture of both Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon. So let's go. Cool. So Silver starter, I gave him a Blastoise. I looked at Blastoise and I was like, this is a very Silver-like Pokemon. And I feel like Silver will probably just, him with his island Caribbean roots. I feel like he'll just want to sit on Blastoise shell as he sails through the water itself. So I feel like that will probably be Silver style. And then I gave him a Dodrio. because I thought about that episode where they did the race, and I feel like Silver sometimes, he might just want to just catch a ride on Dodrio as he runs through the open roads. I feel like that could be something that Silver would want to do. And then I was even more generous. I gave him a Rapidash as well. I was like, I feel like Silver probably want to do Silver gives me that horse riding type, kind of style. So I think I gave him a Rapidash.
What about Silver makes it look like he rides horses? What?
It must have been the hair. It's like that maney hair that he just bloody L'Oreal in the
L'Oreal
wind, in the wind, isn't it?
Oh my god!
And then I gave him a Machamp. I feel like Silver has his moments where, I think he's posted a picture or two when he's in the gym. So I feel like Machamp would be a good gym partner for him, to spot him on a few sets. So I feel like that probably went down well with that. And then I gave him a Raichu. I have no idea why I gave him a Raichu, but it just felt right giving him a Raichu.
It does, though. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. There is something about Silver that's like electric.
Yeah. And then basically I gave him a Ninetales. The only reason I gave him a Ninetales is basically because I was thinking of Naruto at the same time. I was like, I think Silver would probably, I feel like Silver would probably appreciate this, so I gave him a Ninetales.
I think he said he didn't like Naruto.
I think he did. I think he did say he did. He did really like it.
Oops.
He gave him Kurama, and he don't even want Kurama.
Oops. Yeah, so that's Silver. That's Silver's 6 Pokemon: Blastoise, Dodrio, Rapidash, Machamp, Raichu, and Ninetales. Okay. Addict. This was a thing.
Did you have a
Huh?
theme, or you just was picking Pokemon, G?
There was a bit of a theme. There was a bit of a theme. Like there was a bit of a
I feel like
theme.
with Silva there wasn't really a theme. It was just yeah.
I think that's no, the thing is no, to pair, like I don't want to like I was like I said, I looked at all the Pokemon and I was like, I feel like this one would be nice for Silver, you know, that one would be nice for Addict, and you know, for certain reasons. For some of them have reasons, some of them were just like, yeah, I think they would like this one. All right, cool. So, okay. So Addict starter was Magnum, and so gave him that because I feel like out of all the other 3 stars, I just don't think he could handle a Venusaur. I think Charizard would probably cook him alive, and I think I couldn't give him Blastoise because I gave Silver Blastoise. Typhlosion seemed a bit too much for him. For Alligator was a bit too much for him, so I was like, you know what, I'll give him Magnum because I feel like that's probably the calmest of the ones that were available. And then this is where it kind of went downhill because I was like, this man don't know Pokemon, so he's obviously the first thing he's gonna do. He looks up Pokemon. He's gonna see Pikachu, and he's gonna want a Pikachu. So I gave him Pikachu because he's gonna be like, "Oh, everybody has a Pikachu. I want a Pikachu." That's why I gave him a Pikachu. Then this is the one he's gonna hate me. I gave him a Gligar for no apparent reason. For the
What the fuck is a Gligar? Did you just make that up?
No, it's it's kind of like a bat scorpion thing.
It's like a bat.
It's almost like a flying squirrel, but as a bat.
That is.
I don't even know what it is.
Ash had it.
shit.
Ash had one. What it evolves into is pretty cool. I would say that. Man.
It doesn't evolve in Gen 2.
No, it doesn't.
No.
But
Oh
it
no, the
does
evolution
later.
is pretty dope. A Gliscor,
Yeah.
a Gliscor, whatever. Yeah, no, that is
so
pretty
just-
dope.
So I was like, I didn't see it fly around. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool, right? That's what I say. We try to catch it, and then kind of like more of this is the one where because this man always wearing black. Almost every time I see this man, he's always wearing black. I gave him an Umbreon because that just basically is almost all the time that I see this man, he's wearing black. So I was like, it could be a perfect fit. And then I gave my man's a Mr. Mime.
This guy thinks it's the most hilarious shit in the world.
Not that bad.
Guys,
Pokemon.
I'd
It's
be
not.
offended if I knew what they were.
No, I gave
you
my
wouldn't.
man-
Mr. Mime's
No, I
actually
gave
pretty
Mr.
dope.
Mr. Mimes is pretty dope. I just felt like I was like, it's just like I just gave him Mr. Mime because I was like, look, it would just be a situation where Ash's mom and Mr. Mime they just get along very well. Like I was like, I feel like Mr. Mime and Addict would just get along very well. So that's why I gave him.
Are you comparing him to Ash's mom?
Stop. I listen. Y'all be making it like I'm being terrible. And then I kind of rounded it off with I rounded it off with giving him a what's his name? Oh god. Ursaring. Yeah, the bear in Gen 2. Shit, what's that face shit? Why?
Is that the bear with like the target on his?
Yeah,
stomach?
it's the bear with the little circle on his.
Yeah. So I was like, I gave him that because I feel like Addict would probably catch. I think is it Teddy. Yeah,
Teddy
he'll probably catch it thinking, oh my god, it's so bloody cute, not knowing that it's going to evolve into some tonk looking dude. So, and be surprised when it evolves into a tonk looking dude. So that's why I gave it to him. So yeah, and then jumping through to Shin, Shin's starter was for Alligator. So I gave him for Alligator because my man be snappy in them chats. You know, he be snappy in them chats when we're going back and forth in the chats. He's a bit snappy in there. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll give him for alligator because that pretty much matches him. And then the other thing, then kind of like dwindled it down a little bit, and I was like, you know what, Shin's actually one of those guys, those cool dudes, and I was like, he deserves an Arcanine, because I feel like not everybody can have an Arcanine, because it's a somewhat of a legendary dog, if you will, the way they explain it. But I was like, you know what, they're not so common, and I was like, Shin's not a common guy, so I'll give him an Arcanine to match that. And then kept with the fire theme and I gave him a Flareon, because, you know, like I said, when my man gets in, when he's in the zone, he's in the zone. When he fired up, he really fired up. So I just kept it with that fire theme itself. And then I went through with Alakazam, because my man actually, he's the only one that said, I know all 800 Pokemon. So if you know all 800 Pokemon, that means you smart. So Alakazam was one that was just probably in line with his intelligence. And then some then I went through with a Tyranitar, because, you know, Shin, what can I say about Shin? Shin, he stands his ground. He's rock hard, you know, and a Tyranitar.
Words. Words.
Hey, yo.
Like, relax, you people.
Let's
Yes,
reword that one.
Okay, so he's tough as nails. Shin is tough as nails. So I gave him a Tyranitar, and then basically then the last Pokemon. This is basically on aesthetics, because Shin's a cool dude. He's happy. He's chilled. So I gave him a Dugong. So because that Pokemon always looks happy.
Dugong
Could give me Lapras. Could give me Lapras, man.
No, it looks happy. Cool. And then this is and then the next person was Tim. Tim, his starter, I gave him Charizard, because of a situation that he mentioned with the Charizard. So I was like Charizard matches Tim. And then I gave him a Snorlax, because
What?
what? Even though it doesn't match, because this man be waking up at like fucking 4 a.m, so he don't sleep a lot. But it just happened. The Snorlax just sounded like a good Pokemon to give Tim.
You know, to be honest though, I do lounge around a lot, so maybe a Snorlax could fit, because I really do enjoy just fucking off. I'll tell you that much. I just enjoy that shit the most, doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. No, and then basically, like, these next three Pokemon were more like in yeah. Anyways, so the next one was Executor, because it's a bit tonk. It's a bit tonk, like Tim. So I was like, all right, cool. We'll give him that. And then I gave him a Hitmonlee to match his fighting spirit. And then I've capped it off with Golem, because again, Tim's gym habits, a Golem just happened to match that theme itself. Forbes was probably my favorite one to do, actually, because he's probably the easiest one, because all of these Pokemon that I just picked just happen to match his personality. So Forbes and Tim are the only one that I actually gave the same star to Charizard because that shit just wild as hell. And Forbes is unhinged. We both know that. I gave him a Hitmonchan because he just always wants to throw hands and throw fades. So he always wants to jab. He always wants to throw jabs. Then I gave him a Houndoom because I know he's got a couple of dogs, and I feel like that dark type dog is very Forbes-like. And then I gave him a Crobat, that because I was like, that just looks devious, it's poisonous, and that's very that's very much a Forbes Pokemon. Then I gave him a Magma because Forbes can be very fiery from time to time, and I feel like Magma would match his fire personality. And then I rounded it off by giving him a Taurus because Forbes is always ready to go head in first. He's going head first in. He's always ready to go head first in, horns out, ready for anything. So that's why I rounded it all off. And then the last person was myself. I gave myself a Typhlosion because I love Typhlosion. I gave myself a Jolteon because it's my favorite out of the Eevee evolutions. And then I gave myself a Primeape and a Poliwrath because those are my fighting Pokemon. And I gave myself a Gengar because why not? It was my list. And then I gave myself a Pidgeotto because I've always liked Pidgeotto. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh shit! That's
I didn't know we were supposed to do ourselves.
I didn't.
No. I just did myself because I was just like everybody. I was like, how can I give everybody Pokemon and not give myself a Pokemon? Well, I was like, what kind of nonsense is that? So I gave myself. That's why I just did myself.
Okay. Y'all have any questions for G on his list?
It's funny that you gave that man Forbes a lot of dark Pokemon. That's just I told you, man. That man's a dark trader, man. I told you.
That man is a dark trader. I was like, Forbes was my favorite because I was like, that man's just a dark trader, bro. Like, there's literally nothing. That man just ready for darkness, basically. Anything that's anything that's just devious. Forbes. It matches Forbes' personality.
Okay. Now, before we go to me, we're gonna have Addict go because he has the associations team. He made a solid team for us, so I'll let him go, and then I'll go on and do my teams.
Well, I guess you guys can let me know if they're actually good or not, because I don't know anything about Pokemon. So the first one I chose was because the name was funny. I chose Wigglytuff. I don't know.
This is not the association team. This is
Dude, this is not.
He made his own team.
Yeah, apparently that's a bad one. Okay. The next one, pretty common one, Alakazam. I chose that one.
Okay.
I like how it evolved from Abra to Kadabra to Alakazam. I like that. So I thought that was funny. Magneton. It's electric and steel. I thought that was kind of cool, like a hybrid sort of thing. Dugong. It's water and ice. Gengar, ghost and poison. And then Jinx, ice and physic.
I'm not gonna lie. That kind of does match the association, though.
Oh, okay. I don't know who's who, but...
Well, for one, because you put it up there, you're Wigglytuff. All right, that's because you put it up there. We're going.
The weakest one, I guess.
No, I wouldn't say the weakest one. You can just be Wigglytuff.
Nah, I mean, because Wigglytuff can put people to sleep, right? So that's a solid list, though. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's a solid list.
I just like the names and the types is like what I went with because I was like, I don't know I can't add anything like informative about them because I haven't seen it. Like I don't know much, so like I was just like, let me just go with the names that are the funniest and the types that are the coolest.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? The man of 1,000 animes has never seen Pokemon. That is the. This is like
that Game of Thrones. This is like that Game of Thrones thing where you're like, shame.
Like I would watch bits and pieces as a kid, right? But earlier, like at the beginning of this year, I tried to watch what I think is the first series, Indigo League. Is that the first one?
No.
Okay, well, I tried to watch that one
No.
because I remember, like when I was a kid, I remember Brock, Misty, and Ash. So I was like, okay, I'll just go with this one. I watched like 14 episodes. I was like, I can't do this.
The first one is just called Pokemon, isn't it? It's just normal Pokemon, I believe.
Yeah, Indigo League is like the third one I want to say.
Oh shit, okay.
But like, if you really want to watch a Pokemon one, like it gets real. The animation and stuff is really good with Sun and Moon, or the Sun and Moon or Alola thing when he goes to Alola with the thing.
Yeah.
And then even during Sun and Moon too, like some of the battles is like almost like Dragon Ball battles and stuff like that. And then I would say even the one Best Wishes, I think it's Best Wishes, the one that where he ends his run where they retire Ash and everything. That one's a really good one too. So like, it don't matter where you pick up. In all honesty,
Yeah,
Just
it
the real
doesn't.
plot. But-
Yeah, it
I
really
just-
doesn't. Now go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say I tried to go with the one that I like remembered as a kid. So
Okay. Nah, I mean that's a. I didn't know where it was going to go after the first one, but I think you had the Alakazam, you had the Magneton up there. I think that kind of
I
balances.
don't know.
it
I
out a
don't know
lot.
who that Jinx. I don't know who the Jinx is in the team because it ain't me.
Oh shit! You know what? We're just going to leave that one. We're not going to say because there's a lot of controversy around the Jinx. Around the Jinx. We're not even going to answer that one.
Yeah, let's go with your team. Go on, please.
Okay, so mine does have themes, and I'll go through it. I'm gonna start off with Shin, and his goes more so with his job. And the start off, I'm giving him Dragonite. I feel like Dragonite would be more of like a project manager of sorts with it, especially after I saw the postal episode, or like little short. I feel like he would be like the I feel like he would be the perfect like project manager, right? And then I gave him Magmar. Now Magmar would actually be a part of Sandshrew, because we know what glass and fire makes, right? Could do some repairs and shit like that, or maybe even make something on the spot. The man would, become an entrepreneur with this team right here. Then I give him Machamp to carry stuff around because I know supplies can get mad fucking heavy. I can tell you that much. If paint gets heavy, look, I already know other shit gets heavy. Okay. Marowak would be probably just like a director, like a foreman, like just pointing around. And then I'd give him Scyther to be more of a cutter on the team, so he has a full team that could get a whole project done if he really wanted to with this team. You have any questions on this, Shin?
Nah, man, I like that team. I like the reasoning behind everything too, man. That's a pretty cool team, man.
Now Silva, I guess I gave him more of like just a relaxed theme to it, besides the first one, which is Jolteon. Well, I guess the first two, which would be Jolteon and Tauros. Mostly because, kind of like what G was saying, I feel like if you piss him off, it's just gonna go south from there. But I also feel like he has kind of that electric attitude to him. And then I give him Hypno and Abra. Those would be the two psychics I give him because, that man gets gassed out of his mind. And I feel like those two would really, really help him out, especially Hypno, right? Especially Hypno. Then I gave him Farfetch just because Silva kind of gives me those Farfetch vibes. And then I gave him an animal Vulpix. I give him a Vulpix just to sit down and be able to, pet while he's just chilling with the rest of his team.
Calm him down.
After he done watch some bullshit anime, he needs to pet his Vulpix afterwards. Now I gave Forbes a straight run fades team. Okay, I gave him Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Nidoking, Primeape, Golem, and then I ended it off with Flareon because he loves dogs, and he's gonna need a lighter after he runs fades and shit like that. So he he would be the person that you would see like standing like in a random bush, and you're trying to like sneak past, and then like he just runs up on you and just beats the shit out of you for no reason. That's his team right there. That's his team right there. And you have to be able to beat him before you can leave the next town.
Oh wait, because I was gonna say sorry to before he goes, because it reminds me of that. Do you remember that episode where Ash actually catches the primate, and then Team Rocket's in the hole, and then he just throws the Pokeball like with that devious smile, like yeah, and then they just comes out and starts packing them up. I was like, yeah, I can see Forbes doing that. Sorry, Tim. Sorry to interrupt. Go on.
Nah, you good. Now next is G. There's I kind of was going for more like a field of plains type of vibe, like grass and shit like that, like something like that. I don't know why I just feel like bro would have an oddish, like for some reason. Like I just feel like he would just have an oddish. And then an Arbok. I gave him an Arbok. I feel like he would, if there would be any of them that he would evolve, it would be an Arbok for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like he would have that. Then I gave him a Kakuna, right? Just because I feel like he just holds up in his home a lot. So I just gave him a Kakuna, and it's like he doesn't know when it's gonna like become a Beedrill or anything. He just has a Kakuna just hanging from his ceiling, constantly doing like Harden or some shit like that, right? Then I gave him a Raichu. I feel like bro would have a Raichu. I feel like he would get like a Pikachu, go to like some type of card show, buy himself like a lightning stone and give it to his Pikachu, and then he has a Raichu. I feel like that's what he would do with it, right? And then just based off of how goofy bro can be, I gave him a Seal, right? Because of how goofy that shit looks.
I get this is
And then I don't know why, but for the same reason why he gave himself Gengar, I'm giving him Gengar. I just feel like he would have one for some odd reason. He would just have like, you would just pull up Gengar and you'd be like, bro, what? This doesn't match. What? And now Addict. I gave him that would kind of help him with his job a little bit, and then just something that I feel like would match his personality. So first, I would give him Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime would be riding shotgun and running to the doors, so he doesn't have to. Maybe they even like run across the street. They doing two deliveries at a time type shit, right? Then I give bro a Growlithe, right? Just because I feel like he likes dogs, but I feel like he would never train it enough to become like an Arcanine or anything like that. He would just want a cute little Growlithe going around. Then this man acts like a total dunce sometimes, and I give him Psyduck. Psyduck.
No. Wow.
And then he sleeps a lot too. Like, if there's anything this man doesn't wake up until like noon. I gave him Snorlax because that's exactly what it's going to be. He's just going to sleep. Like, he might sleep on top of the Snorlax if we're going to be, honest with it. And then I gave him a Pharaoh, and that's because his Pharaoh evolves from helping him with his job and doing deliveries, like 100 deliveries, and then it's just like evolves, and now he's got a Pharaoh, right? And then I just gave bro a Squirtle. Like, I feel like he would really have a Squirtle. But if you notice, the Pharaoh's the only one that's evolved, and that's because bro is like the only one that does not work out. So I if he doesn't work out, I don't think he would like have his Pokemon evolving. Okay, I just don't. But that's the teams that I came up with, y'all, right there.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, I agree with Rook. He said because he said to when you were running through mines, he said, "Can you swing through the call? Do it, G." Because I was getting, I was getting lit up there. I was getting lit up there with some of these Pokemon that I was getting.
Nah, man, you had a little solid team right there, man. I feel like you had a nice solid UK type of team. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, UK team. I think
Yeah.
I think we're a little bit better than that. I think the team Shin had for me is more close to a UK team. That's closer to a UK team right there with my antiqueness.
I just call it how I sees it, brother. That's all.
The reasoning behind addicts not having a ball Pokemon kill me.
That was dubious. That was dubious. Man said he don't work out, so it's unlikely his Pokemon gonna be working out. That was just dubious. Yeah, no, I think Addict should be the one that should be swinging through the call, bro. You should be like,
oh shit. So how I did have something else lined up, but obviously we don't have enough time to go through a whole bracket. But how'd y'all feel about setting up the teams and everything? Y'all feel like we know each other a little bit more? Y'all want to swing on anybody when we see each other?
I think I just want to swing on you, Tim. Actually, I feel like I just need to get one in, just one hit, because the team I got, like a first few Pokemon, I was worried. I was just there like, this man's about to rob me of my rights.
What are you talking about? An Arbok? I really do think you would have an Arbok, man. I don't know what it is. I feel like you would have an Arbok.
I mean, the reasoning behind everything, at least Tim wise, the reason behind it makes sense, man. It all makes sense on his reasonings and everything like that. I don't know about the addict thing. That's like shade right there. Like,
it isn't supposed to be no shade, man. It isn't supposed to be no shade, man.
I mean, it's true. I don't work out, so.
Nah. See, Rook is onto something.
I don't either. I don't work out either.
Well, you be working out at work, with your job. But what Rook said, it was like Tim got 5 black eyes coming his way. Yeah, that's true.
But you know what? I also gave bro Squirtle, like Rook said. Squirtle squad. I feel like, bro, after that picture, especially after that picture that you showed, right? Like, yeah, bro might be a little smooth with it. Squirtle squad. You know what I'm saying? Him and the Squirtle pull up on the shorty with the shades and the triangle shades. Yeah. Yeah, Squirtle. Yeah.
All we did was tell Addict not to watch Pokemon. That's all we did. Like, he is not gonna
that's what we've done. I think that's what we've just done.
My man is gonna go to Digimon, and that's it.
He's gonna be like F them Pokemon, my team. I'm just looking at my team for addicts. It wasn't horrible, was it? I mean, the Gligar's not bad. I mean, a Pikachu, and I gave him an Umbreon. Like, yeah.
Nah, I don't think anybody's team was bad. Like, I think everybody's teams matched each other, honestly.
That Arbok, I didn't see that one on me. I was thinking, that Arbok, what? I was like, I don't like snakes. So I was thinking, what am I even gonna be doing tolerating an Arbok? That's devious. That was devious.
Hey, it's like that sometimes, man. It's like that sometimes. But also, like, even the team that Addict came up with his very limited knowledge, it was a pretty solid team. If I tell you the truth, it was a pretty solid team.
My man did the minimum effort of research.
I
said something 2 days ago.
My man was like, They sound funny, and I like the type. That was my man's whole reasoning of picking those Pokemon.
No, you know, this is the exact reason why he needs to watch Pokemon. So you can come back. You can come back in a year's time and give us a proper list and be like, actually, after having watched all the seasons, I think this is the team that I really think the association should have.
I
There's
think
over
he would
800.
have, huh?
I would say there's over 800 Pokemon.
Yeah, roughly
Yeah.
about 800. Just like it might be 9 now if you add the because if you count the different forms too, because like some of them have like glaring forms, Alolan forms,
Mega form, so-
yeah, and then the mega forms and stuff like that. It might be a little close to like 9 or something now. If you want to be
That
technical about it,
just sounds too complicated.
Nah,
Yeah,
it ain't.
it's like 8 generations, man, 8 or 9 generations right now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Nah, but I don't. It sounds complicated because it's been drip fed to the community for the last 25, 26 years or something like that. So, but nah, if anything, I think playing a game would probably be added
The
expense spent on
best,
actually
yeah,
learning.
yeah.
Like probably
you
playing
want-
that new ZA shit.
Pokemon
I've seen-
Gold.
Gold. I was thinking something more newish.
Yeah, not all the Pokemon are in the newer games, but I mean, that's I would say play the game if you want to know about Pokemon.
Yeah. Nah,
Or-
for sure.
Watch the first 3 movies. It'd be good.
Yeah, yeah, and you might cry on the Mewtwo movie. I tell you that much. You might cry on the Mewtwo movie. that one hit kind of hard. But you know, before I close it out, do y'all have any final words for the chat?
Don't roast me
I
too
would
hard.
not have. I would not have an Arbok. I just want.
This guy is really harping on this fucking Arbok. Bro, fine then. You have an Ekans. How about that? You have an Ekans. I took away your evolution. Now you have an Ekans, okay?
What slideshow? Oh, what I did? I guess
Oh.
that's what they mean.
We can do that. It's a we can do that.
That what?
Shin's official Pokemon team for the association. Pay for a Game Boy. Get a Game Boy game. Get it out the mud. You have to do it like the rest of us. You have to get the Game Boy Color, the DS, the Advance. You gotta go through the stages of it.
Nah, you don't gotta do all that, man. You good, man.
You gotta play Pokemon Snap. You know what I mean? You gotta do all
Pokemon
that.
Snap, Christ.
There's a reason why we call you the man of 1,000 anime and not the man of 1,000 Pokemon. Like you good.
Don't listen to shit. Watch. Get all the Pokemon. Get all the Pokemon.
Okay, but you know what? We'll close it out right there. Let us know what y'all think about each other's teams. Who gave who the best teams? And let us know what your teams would be or who you would give us as our teams. And until next time, peace.